Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Country Financial, your Country Financial representative. All right, time for a quick timeout, and when you're back, more of the pregame show from Dolph Stanley Court in Taylorville, the Route 29 rivalry, the Pana Panthers visiting the Taylorville Tornadoes, and girls basketball here on New Country 104.1.
The need for life insurance. Essential to your financial plan. It may seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Don't get overwhelmed. Get started with Country Financial. Call me, Brandon Bible, today at 217-287-2332, and I can work with you to find life insurance that gives you the protection you need at a price you can afford.
Life insurance policies issued through Country Life Insurance Company, Veterans Life Insurance Company, Livingston, Illinois.
I would like 2 more minutes, Randy.
To cheering on your vacation, you and your family need the nutrition and protein that farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products provide. Prairie Farms milk, flavored milk,
And partner here this evening. Taylorville entering this matchup at 8-3 overall. The Taylorville Tornadoes are coming off a 61-59 win at Mattoon. Meanwhile, the Pana Panthers are at 10-3 overall. So the Pana Panthers in non-conference action. And Drew, what stands out to you about the Taylorville Tornadoes schedule?
Well, I think coming up, you got a matchup against Rochester. That was a tough game that we lost earlier on in the season. That's on Saturday, this Saturday coming up.
I beg your pardon. What about a little earlier? What stands out to you there?
Obviously, we had the win against Mattoon, but a tough loss to Lincoln, and I think there's room for improvement there. And I think from what we saw against Mattoon and making those free throws and going down the stretch and just making those critical decisions, I think that's something we need to carry into this game. And I think Lincoln taught us a lesson because this is a young team that's still looking for some experience. So hopefully Lincoln taught us a few lessons because we took a beating of 72-53. But hopefully the Tornadoes can rebound it from that against Mattoon and continue to build off of that experience.
You know, Drew, the close matchups that the Taylorville Tornadoes continue to win, and a couple that they've lost, sure, they lost to Rochester 53-52 in overtime, but they've picked up some close wins too. I believe that the more they win these close matchups, like 48-46 over Muhammad on the road, and of course 61-59 in overtime against Mattoon Tuesday, the more that's going to help them later on in the season.
Yeah, it really builds confidence here early on in the season, and I think it's just the small things that add up to be a big deal for the Tornadoes, like making those free throws against Mattoon, like you said earlier, and I think that those are the things that could add up, and it's really going to matter down the stretch towards the end of the season, getting every win possible that we can, especially late in tight games. So
far, what do you think of the Pana Panthers schedule? Seems like they went on a bit of a run to start.
Yeah, absolutely. They went 5-0 to start off the season. That's certainly something impressive, but a tough loss to Lincoln, 61-28. So both Taylorville and Lincoln both Taylorville and Pana have both fell to Lincoln, but with Pana certainly taking the tougher loss against Lincoln. So hopefully they learned some things from that as well as you're looking at some Pana facing off against some Apollo Conference teams like Mount Zion, lost by 11 to Mount Zion, lost by 12 to Teutopolis. And then they picked up a couple wins from there against Staunton and Greenville after that.
0-2 so far against Apollo Conference teams. They are 3-0 in the South Central Conference, good for second. Looking at it, they're tied with Hillsborough, who is 2-0 in the Apollo Conference, or in the South Central Conference. 6-5 overall. Pana with the best record outside of Staunton, who is 2-1. The Pana Panthers still have not faced, well, they did face Staunton, and they beat them in double overtime, 79-77. So that's the only loss that Staunton has this year. They're 9-1. Pana is a very good team. They just have not had any success against the Apollo Conference opponents so far. And Taylorville, meanwhile, has had a little bit of success against the Apollo Conference, being that they're in it. They're 3-2, third overall in conference play. Lincoln and Effingham leading Taylorville. 4-0 for the Rail Splitters and 3-1 for the Bleeding Hearts. Taylorville at 3-2 and looking for their 9th win overall against the Pana Panthers. And we look at Maisie Fleming too. She's going to be a big part of it, along with Addison Tarr, averaging over 15 points per game, and she's shooting really well too, Drew.
Yeah, those two are going to be big keys to the game. They're two sophomores that are the heart of this team. They're going to have to continue to step up, especially against the Pana Panthers tonight.
And the rebounds are pretty impressive as well, and Kylie Heimsness is providing the shooting from outside. A pretty good clip from beyond the arc, Drew.
Absolutely, and that's what makes this Taylorville team dangerous, is that you have Maisie Fleming down low that can shoot points and get those rebounds, but yet you have sharp shooters on the outside like Heimsness, Kitzman, Tarr, so many others that can make those three-pointers beyond the perimeter. So that's what makes a big difference for this Taylorville offense.
So as we queue up the keys to the game, Drew, what are you in search of this evening as you face the Pana Panthers?
I think in terms of keys to the game for the Tornadoes, I think something big that comes to mind is just making those three-pointers for the Tornadoes. And we talked a lot about Heimsness and Kietzman and Tarr. I think it comes down, Taylorville can get on a run if they get those players going and get them hot and get them shooting those threes and get them to make those from beyond the arc, beyond the perimeter. And I think that that's what's going to be a big deal in this game, especially against the Pana Panthers. Obviously, they started out 5-0 on the season. They've took some losses, and they're still winless against Apollo Conference teams. And so in order for the Tornadoes to keep that alive, they're going to have to continue that sharp shooting.
Take control of the energy early. Don't get yourself into foul trouble, but stay aggressive. And I think those are the two big things. Take control of the energy and the momentum early, and then keeping that good energy and forward. They did a really good job of that in the JV game, and the Taylorville Tornadoes beat the JV Pana Panthers by a good margin.
At this time, could you please rise, gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, which will be performed tonight by your award-winning Taylorville Jazz Band. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors, the Lady Panthers of Pana High School. At a guard, a senior, number 55, Chloe Ashcraft. At a guard, a junior, number 5, Jessica Vaughn. At guard, a senior, number 3, Anna Byers. At guard, a senior, number 10, Jenna Hadowski. And at guard, a senior, number 30, Erin Aldi. The Lady Panthers are coached by Jan Brady. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Taylorville Lady Tornadoes. Forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 23, Addison Tarr. At the other forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 32, Maisie Fleming. At a guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 24, Kylie Heimsness. At guard, a 5'8" junior, number 14, Lulu Woodward. And at guard, a 5'4" junior, number 2, Aubrey Kitchman. The Lady Tornadoes are coached by Hayden Eldred, assisted by Kevin Kitchman and Tad McCullough. Pitchers for this contest are Scott Russell, Mark Conyer, and Doug Simmons.
Your referees this evening, Mark Conroy, Scott Russell, Doug Simmons. And thank you very much for coming into Taylorville to officiate the Route 29 rivalry. Once again, I'm Avery Cooper alongside Drew Mickey. Excited to have you here, Drew.
I'm excited to be here. This is going to be a great matchup.
Anna Byers at midcourt with Maisie Fleming. Ready to tip this one off. Fleming wins the tip. Heimses collects left to right, crossing the timeline. Just underway in the Route 29 rivalry. Lulu, right wing. Pump fakes down low. Finds Tarr, high post, right side. Going left to right. Woodward to Heimsness. Top of the perimeter, working against Byers. Heimsness off to Woodward. Right elbow to Tarr. Triggers a two-pointer. Right iron, does not go. Rebound goes to Taylorville. Kitzman fighting for the O board. And the pass to Fleming stolen away. Chloe Ashcraft with the swipe. First possession for Pana, right to left on your radio dial. No score, 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Vaughn flips right to the wing to Hadowski. Ball loose on the floor. Heimses steals it away. Kitzman helped out. Now she's loose. Off the assist from Woodward. 2-0 Taylorville. 6:56 to go in the first quarter. Heimses causing another steal. This time, Kidsman there to wrap it up, and a jump ball fighting for it with Hadowski, and the Panthers maintain the possession arrow.
Stellar defense by the Tornadoes so far.
2-0. Tornadoes on top. 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Heimses and Kidsman guarding Byard. Off to the top of the key to Vaughn. Into the right corner. Hadowski skips a pass, and Tar kicks it. Taylorville defending a 2-0 lead with about a minute 20 gone in the first quarter. 6:38 to go. Floating a pass out right, elbow. The shot up, Byers, and she traveled. So a turnover for the Panthers with 6:35 to go in the opening quarter. Taylorville trying to extend their 2-0 lead. Full court press for Pana on defense. Turning up the pressure. Breaking the timeline, Tar collects at midcourt. She's working on Byers. Tar, couple passes, finds Lulu, right baseline. Shot does not fall. Heimses runs into the rebounder. And a foul against, it'll be Kylie Heimses' first. 6:21 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Pana. Again, 2-0 Taylorville. Off right wing, three-pointer. Aldi, too long on the shot. Heimses grabs the board. Working against Sadowski. Heimses flips the pass to Kidsman, right wing. That's her shot, and she drains it from deep. 5-0 Taylorville. Heimses guarding off left wing. To Hadowski. Kidsman with all 5 points. It's Kidsman 5 and Pana nothing. Hadowski triggers a three, and now it's Kidsman 5 and Hadowski 3. Ball loose, and a turnover. Here comes Pana. Hadowski receives a pass left wing to the top of the perimeter. Now sharing it off right wing. Aldi to the left wing, baseline drive. Byers over the top of Woodward, won't go, collects her own miss, puts it back. Anna Byers with her first bucket. It's tied up at 5. Woodward receives a pass from Fleming. Pass to the right wing to Heimses, but it doesn't count as she's tripped up on the pass, and it will send Heimses to the baseline to inbound. Skip pass to Tar, finds the net. Good basketball the first 3 minutes, Drew.
We talked a lot about Taylorville setting the tempo, but now they got to keep that tempo and that energy going.
Going to be a long night. You saw as that shot over the top of Fleming finds the bottom of the net for Anna Byers. So tied up at 7, 4:40 to go. Fleming deflects a pass back out to Heimses. Great defense from Pana. Now Kidsman floats it down low for Fleming, who uses her size and puts it over the top of the defender for 2 points. The first bucket of the night for Maisie. 4:20 to go, 9-7. Taylorville on top, and that's a steal for Kidsman. She jumps the lane, and she's running up the court. Angle left, skips a pass right to Woodward, and a push on Pana.
Turnovers is what's hurting Pana the most right now, and getting Taylorville quite a few possessions on the offensive end.
You're gonna give tip of the hat to Taylorville's defense too, right?
Yeah, a lot of steals so far. 3 steals. Helping Taylorville get some offensive opportunities. Just got to get that tempo going. Try to get some 3-pointers to connect.
The 5'8 sophomore Leah Champley checks in along with the 5'1 senior Olivia McCullough. They can provide some 3 balls. The pass into Champley picked off from McCullough. Underhand pass to Byers. She dribbles to the left baseline. Triggers from 2. Halfway through the fourth quarter, tied at 9. Byers with 6 of 9 points. Kidsman chasing down a loose ball. Pivots. Long pass to Kidsman. 2 on to Tar. 2 on 2. Deflected pass finds Champley. She's fouled on the shot, and it can't find the net. So she'll head to the line for the first free throws of the night. With 3:46 to go, a chance to give Taylorville the lead once more. Pana has only had 1 lead Actually, beg your pardon, they haven't had the lead all night. As Champley hits the first free throw.
Taylorville started out with a 5-0 run on the night, and then Pana answered right back with 5 of their own points.
Champley dribbles 4 times, the right hand up and in. 2 for 2 for Champley. The foul, by the way, on Chloe Ashcraft, her first. Ashcraft in the right corner. Kitzman picks the pocket of Byers. Cross-court pass near side to Woodward. Shot up, no shot, and a charge. Woodward made the bucket, but she charged in the right lane, and it's a turnover for Taylorville. Timeout. 30-second timeout. You'll keep it right here. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. 11-9. You are well in the trenches of this first quarter, and Taylorville has had success against good teams at home in the first quarter, and then they've let it slip later on. But what can Taylorville do this evening to prevent a Lincoln-type scenario?
Well, I think what you're seeing right now is Taylorville's getting offensive opportunities because they're stealing the ball. They're putting in good defensive effort, especially by Aubrey Kitzman. But I think what we got to do is we just got to connect on the offensive end. That charge really kind of killed the momentum that we had going, but we got to continue to connect, and we got to get some of those sharpshooters going from beyond the arc if we really want to maintain the tempo and set our own tempo.
Fee is $20. The program is for anyone who's challenged to lose weight.
Got to be careful of this.
The camaraderie of those that
The technical difficulties.
Your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealers ready to
All right,
help.
never mind.
Your dealers committed
Sorry,
to
I thought we were
achieving a
live.
high level of training and skills, and backed by outstanding products.
I'm ready to
from
go.
one of the industry's most trusted names.
Ready to go.
Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it
You still
takes
can't hear
for
me?
your family's comfort. Schedule an
Still can't
appointment
hear me?
today.
Pana foul on Jessica Vaughn, her second personal, 4th team foul. Taylor foul on Leah Champley, her first personal, 3rd team foul. Aaron Aldi for 3. Taylor will foul Leah Champley, her second personal, 4th team foul. Pana foul on Anna Byers, her first personal, 5th team foul. That's a 3, Olivia McCullough.
Kitzman chases it down. That's the starting 5. Kitzman retrieves the rebound. Low post. Fleming, right hand scoop. Won't fall off the left iron. 7:25 to go, first half. Left baseline. Shot. 10 feet. Aldi does not fall. Tar grabs the board. 14-12. Pass behind Kitzman. Stolen away. Hadowski with the swipe. She's working right to left. Pana in their road navies. Pass towards the high post, deflected by Tar. Hadowski on the floor. Jump ball. Possession arrow heads to Taylorville. 6:57 to go in the first half. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday. I hope you have an even better weekend ahead of you. Friday Eve, as some may call it. 6:50 to go in the first half, 14-12. Tar, low post, working, jump pass, left baseline. Heinznes, shot. Wedged in between the backboard and the rim, and here comes the Pana Panthers. 6:34 to go. They slow it down, setting the offense. Top of the key, the first look at Morgan Byers, the senior. She finds Hadowski left wing. Off a screen, Hadowski works to the top of the perimeter. Flips off right wing. To find Aldi. Back to Morgan Byers. Out there with Anna Byers as well. Morgan floats out. Anna retrieves, sideline. Kitzman guarding Anna. Back out to Morgan, who finds Ashcraft along the top of the perimeter. Out, flipping into the near sideline. Aldi retrieves the pass and runs into Heinznes. And it's a foul against Heinznes, her second. Foul trouble, not necessarily yet, but she is going to check out, and Leah Champley comes in along with Olivia McCullough. Fleming also checking out of the game. And a foul, a turnover. Took too long to inbound, Drew.
Yeah, and that's one of the turnovers that Pana has been costing them tonight. It's been giving Taylorville more offensive opportunities, but they got to connect.
Kitzman midcourt, flips off right wing. Woodward receives a screen from Tar to Champley, top of the perimeter, flipping out to the left corner. Woodward, jab step, hands off to Kitzman, triggering a three, and she drills it.
That was a long three, and she did not miss a beat.
Into the left corner. Anna Byers dribbling. The foul on the shot. Champley committing the violation, sending Anna Byers to the line for two. The floor for the Pana Panthers. Anna and Morgan Byers. Jenna Hadowski. Chloe Ashcraft. And Erin Aldi, the right hand up and off the front iron, backboard and in for Anna Byers. Byers with 7. Her second free throw of the night on the way. The first trip to the line for the senior Anna Byers. The right hand up, front iron, backboard and in. 17-14. Taylorville's lead cut to 3. 5:15 to go in the first half. Off the 2 free throws from Anna Byers. Kitzman, left wing, hands off to McCullough. Dribbles once, finds Woodward off right wing. Glides left to the top of the key. Receives a Tar screen, pick and pop. Right elbow, back off to the right corner to Woodward to the right wing. 3 for Tar, who rolls it in. It's 20-14.
That is Taylorville's largest lead of the game.
Left corner, Ashcraft to Morgan. To the right elbow, and the pass off the shin of Anna Byers. Out of bounds.
Another Pana turnover.
Lots of them this first half, Drew. 20-14 the score. 4:41 to go in the first half. First look at the game for the 5'7" junior Hallie Lois. Left wing. McCullough to the elbow, inside to Tar, who tries to find Champley in the middle of the key, and it's behind her in transition. Aldi to the right corner. Morgan. That pass stolen away. Tar takes it out. And the reach in on Hadowski. Stopping the transition. Jessica Vaughn, the starting junior, and the sophomore Ada Coleman ready to check in for the Pana Panthers. Lois brings it across the timeline, skips top of the key to Kitzman, floats high post to Champley, fakes the handoff, Lots of traffic along the right elbow. Still looking for someone to pass it to. She finds McCullough dribbling all the way around the horn to the right elbow from the left wing. Skips a pass left baseline to Tar. And her shot won't go. The attempt for the rebound. Champley flying off her feet and a whistle. And it's Pana basketball with 3:57 to go in the second quarter. Halfway through this latter first half of action.
That is her third foul, Leah Champley's third foul.
And there's a little bit of foul trouble. Taylorville 4-2 in the Apollo Conference, 8-3, looking for their 9th win. Pana looking for their 11th. Ashcraft connects on the free throw. They've only been to the line 1 or 2 times this evening. Do you recall, Drew?
I think it's been two times, I believe so.
Both free throws connect for Ashcraft. Halfway through the second quarter, 20-16. Kitzman flips off right to Tar. Jumps to receive, drifts to the free throw line, passes off to the right baseline to Fleming, who finds Lois off to the top of the Tar, drives the right lane in between 2 defenders, including Anna Myers. Tar with the bucket. Addison Tar with 7. 22-16. In the right corner, trapped in there. Coleman finds the left baseline of Ashcraft. She can't find the correct angle on the shot, angled left. Now here comes Taylorville left to right. Tar receives a pass from Kitzman and fires a 3, and it's cornered. Back out to Tar, batted to her on the rebound. To Kitzman, to Fleming, up and in, angled right.
Taylorville with an 8-point lead, their largest of the game.
4 points, the second bucket for Fleming, the 6'4" sophomore. 2:50 to go in the second quarter. To the left wing, to Vaughn. Pass to the left elbow to Byers, who drains the 10-footer. She's in double-digit scoring.
She's the leading scorer on this team.
24-18, 2:33 to go in the first half. Fleming low post, shot up. And 2 shots on the line on the miss. And the foul against Pana. They're in the bonus, but the foul is on the shot, which will send Fleming to the line for 2. Fleming the right hand up and in. Taylorville extending their largest lead of the game.
That is not actually their largest lead of the game. If Fleming makes his free throw, then that could tie for their largest lead of the game.
Which is 8, I
Yes.
understand. Okay. Appreciate Tommy TV helping out this evening. 5 points for Fleming, make it 6. .225 to go, 26-18. Tied for the largest lead of the game. Thank you, Drew. Right corner, Byers. Anna tries to skip inside to freshman Reagan McLaughlin, but it's batted out by Maisie Fleming. Pana inbounding underneath the bucket. Vaughn floats to McLaughlin. Can't find the net because it's blocked by Maisie Fleming. She's a force underneath the net.
That's what makes this Taylorville team dangerous.
Over the head of Tar, and then denied by Fleming. Inbound. Byers. Right corner, skips to Vaughn. Floating inside on the alley-oop to McLaughlin, and Tar bats it away. 2 minutes to go in the first half, 26-18. Kitzman lines up a right wing 3. Back rim. Fleming knocks it into the hands of Anna Byers. Jab step left up against Lulu. The right wing, 3-pointer. Connects for Aldi. 26-21, 95 seconds to go in the first half. Kitzman in no man's land at midcourt. Tatar floats in a high post to Fleming. Fleming bounces once back outside to Woodward. Low post to Fleming. Into the lane on the pass to Woodward. Deflected and stolen away. Now Tar, trying to prevent the transition and create a turnover, reaches in on Aldi, and it's a whistle against Addison Tar, her second. A bit of a run for the Pana Panthers. Potential, anyway.
Certainly don't want Addison Tar to get in any more foul trouble, especially going into the second half.
Already have Hymses with 2 and Champley with 3. Free throw falls for Aaron Aldi, who has 7 points. And she finds the bucket.
Pana back within 3.
8 points for Aldi. Right wing McCullough receiving a screen from Tar to the right baseline. Byers cuts her off. Both the Byers cut her off. Now hands off outside to the corner. Tar receives a McCullough screen. Passing off left wing to Kitzman. Juking out her man. Left baseline. Passing across the key to the right baseline to Tar. To Fleming, I beg your pardon. And her shot won't go. And it's taken away. 26-23, the closest this game has been in some time. And a foul against Maisie Fleming on the shot. This is a chance to narrow the Taylorville lead to 1 point. If this is a perfect free throw trip for Reagan McLaughlin. 38 seconds to go in the first half. She dribbles once, spins the ball along the right hand, twirls it a little bit more, bends her knees, the right hand up and in. You can see the left hand of Maisie Fleming coming down just a little bit, just the wrist and the arm just a little bit, but it looks like she got a piece of the ball, but maybe the elbow comes in and creates contact first. Tough call.
So Payne is now back within 1 point.
Both free throws fall for McLaughlin. 31 seconds to go in this first half. Woodward to the right wing. Dribbling to the left elbow, passes off to McCullough. To the Kitzman at midcourt. She dribbles to the left lane. No shot. A push on the floor. But Taylorville's in the single bonus. A 1-and-1 on the way for Kitzman. This is her first trip to the line. She has a pair of 3-pointers this evening.
One of Taylorville's sharp shooters.
Is 8, looking to enter double digits, the only Tornado to do so. And she's halfway there with that make on the 1-and-1. She will receive one more free throw. This one makes it a 3-point game with 17 seconds to go in the first half. Right hand up and in. 17 to go. Pana inbounds, crossing the timeline. Morgan Byers flips off right corner 3. Aldi, quick trigger, and it's off the left iron. 7 seconds. Woodward to Fleming, 2 seconds. Shot at the buzzer, won't go. Kitzman at the buzzer, that does not go, and it's 28-25 at the half in the Route 29 rivalry here at Taylorville Tornado Girls Golf Stanley Court at Taylorville High School. Back with the halftime show in a moment. Here on New Country 104.1.
Chuck it up. You guys know the rules. On 3, chuck your duck to center court for a chance to win some money. On 3, 1, 2, 3, chuck your ducks.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Regardless of where you are on your path to retirement, you can still take charge of your financial future today. Visit aceyourretirement.org and answer a few questions from Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach, for free tips, resources, and advice customized for your situation to help you feel confident and prepared for retirement. Retirement looks different for everyone. Make sure you're prepared for your financial future at aceyourretirement.org.
But we got to continue to get those other shooters going, feeding the ball to Fleming down low, just getting more points on the board. And I think if you're Coach Eldred, you got to be extremely impressed and happy with the defensive effort and the amount of turnovers you're getting out of the Pana Panthers.
Want to thank the senior citizens of Christian County, exclusive sponsor of the Taylorville Tornado Free Throw. Enjoy trips, lunches, fellowship. Stay active in your senior years. The senior citizens of Christian County. I owe you a couple of sponsor reads because they went to the line 4 different times. So the Taylorville Tornadoes, 28-25. And also Scooter's Coffee, who owes a little bit of money to the Taylorville Tornadoes Sports Boosters. The Taylorville Tornadoes at halftime hit 3 triples, 2 from Aubrey Kitzman and 1 from Addison Tarr. They are donating some money for every 3-pointer the Taylorville Tornadoes hit to the Taylorville Sports Boosters. Taylorville Scooters Coffee, located at routes 29 and 104. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Hey, I got it right that time, Drew. And also stick around after the game is over for the Brandon Bible Country Financial Player of the Game. Brandon Bible, Country Financial, your Country Financial representative. Back in a couple for the start of the second half. Again, 28-25. The Taylorville Tornadoes on top of the Pana Panthers in the Route 29 rivalry. Looking for the honorary trophy, taking it home and displaying it in the display case for the season. Second half of action, 28-25 Taylorville girls and the Pana Panthers right here on New Country 104.1.
trap is going to be a big deal as well. So taking some threes, gaining some shots from beyond the arc is going to be crucial to getting a big lead and getting a depth and getting a big lead against the Pana Panthers to win this Route 29 Rivalry Trophy.
Pana went on a 7-0 run towards the end of the second quarter to bring it 26-25. Taylorville rattling off 2 more points to make it 28-25 at the half. The Pana Panthers will start it off with the starters on the floor: Jessica Vaughn, Anna Byers, Jenna Hadowski, Chloe Ashcraft, and Erin Aldi on the floor for the Panthers. Going left to right, they inbound against Kidsman. Heimsness, Woodward, Tarr, and Fleming. Ashcraft against Fleming. Ashcraft dishes into the left short corner against Woodward. To Ashcraft, left elbow, pump fakes against Fleming, spins off to her left, backing towards the defender, and Fleming rejects Ashcraft. 7:30 to go in the third quarter, 28-25. Here comes Taylorville. Heimsness, jab steps left, drives right, floats up to Fleming, pumps a shot, and Euro steps into the lane with a right-handed hook, and it's 30-25. Taylorville extending their lead. 8 points for Fleming. She's getting going. Top of the perimeter. Skipping right corner to Ashcraft. To the right wing to Vaughn. Tucks the ball between her arm and her hip and flings a two-handed pass to Byers. Now back to Vaughn, and Kidsman steals it away. Kidsman, middle of the lane, over the top of Vaughn, and the right-handed teardrops falls.
Early turnovers by Payne is helping Taylorville get some points on the offensive end.
12 points for Kidsman. 4 of 6 from the floor, including a pair of threes. Step back, Byers deflects off to Aldi in the left wing three. It ends up back in the hands of Aldi from the left elbow two, and her shot off the left iron. 6:20 to go in the third. Taylorville's Tarr. To Heimsness, dribbles once, shot up, count the bucket, and the foul. Heimsness with her first bucket of the game.
And with this, if she makes this free throw, that gives Taylorville their largest lead of the game. It puts them on a double-digit lead, up by 10 points.
All of a sudden, too, Drew. That's just out of nowhere.
We talked a lot about setting the tempo. Now we've set that tempo in the second half, but now we got to maintain that, keep that rolling.
Timeout Pana as Taylorville rattles off an 8-0 run to start off this second half with just a minute and 44 seconds gone in the third quarter. Fleming exits the huddle along with the rest of the starters. Kitzman, Woodward, Heimsness, and Tarr. Pana still discussing it along the coach's sideline. Head coach Jan Braden still talking it over with his players, and he sends them out to the key. Same lineup: Hadowski, Vaughn, Anna Byers, Erin Aldi, and Ashcraft. Heimsness dribbles 3 times, spins the ball in her right hand. First shot up and in, and the and one converts.
That is Taylorville's largest lead of the game, up by 10.
To the right side, now cross court to Ashcraft, left corner, skipping off to Aldi. Into the low post and stole it away, Woodward. Working against Byers, and Woodward provides the swipe. 6 to go in the third. Woodward drives the middle of the lane, and it's blocked off to the left side. Aldi poked it out. Fleming tries to retrieve the miss, and Himes is chasing it down along with Vaughn. And Taylorville maintains the rock. Must have touched Vaughn last. Heimsness skips into Kitzman. She's at midcourt. Kitzman off to Woodward, right wing. Pump faking down low. Woodward to the high post, left elbow, shot. Catch and shoot for Addison Tarr, and she is in, well, she's not quite double-digit scoring. She's got 9. But she provides the steal. 37-25, trying to make it 39-25. Woodward driving right off the assist from Heimsness.
And that is 11 unanswered points on Pana's side.
That is some good offense working. And they had the lane and tried to pass it back out to Ashcraft, and now it's stolen away again. Woodward's pass off to Kitzman stolen off. Woodward pokes it out of bounds to prevent the transition bucket along the far sideline. Woodward says that's my bad on the turnover a moment ago. 39-25, Taylorville up 14 with 5:05 to go in the third quarter. Coleman inbounding. Ada Coleman, the sophomore, checks in with Morgan Byers, and a timeout. No, a technical foul against Pana. Let's get this sorted out, but it appears the tech is against the Panthers. Did you see anything out of the ordinary, Drew?
I did not.
Well, they were dribbling up along the far sideline. And so the Taylorville Tornadoes.
From what I am hearing, there was 6 people on the floor.
Yep, can't have that. So nothing heinous per se, nothing out of malice or anything like that. Sometimes that's the nature of technical fouls, but this one is just seems like a mental error more than anything as Tar hits the first free throw.
And it's going to cost them.
Now she's in double-digit scoring. So that's 2 free throws and the ball.
Taylorville on a 13-0 run right now.
Pana hasn't scored in this quarter. Now Tar is in double-digit scoring. Heimses at midcourt. 5 to go in the third. Kitzman, left wing. To the free throw line to Tar. Dribbles the right lane, underhands to Woodward. Kitzman, left wing. Floats high post to Fleming. Left elbow, double teamed. Fleming looking for Tar along the left wing. Receives a screen from Kitzman. Fires from the free throw line and rattles it in off the Fleming screen. Tar with 13. 43-25, 4:35 to go in this third. And a swipe, Tar. Right hand up. Too strong on the layup. Ashcraft rips away the rebound. Finds Vaughn. Off to the right wing, Coleman dribbling baseline around Fleming. The left side, shot up for the senior Carson Manuel, and her shot won't go, and then a whistle on the rebound. And it's on Woodward, her second. Just the first in the half for the Tornadoes. 4:14 to go in the third. Fleming and Woodward check out of the game. Champley and McCullough check in. Ashcraft, left corner, dribbling baseline to the elbow. Byers to Ashcraft. Heimses pokes it out into the hands of Byers, dribbling left baseline. Heimses over the top of Byers, and they tag her with the foul on the shot, which does not fall into the net. And actually, they're going to instead get Leah Champley with her 4th, and that's rough.
That's certainly going to affect Taylorville. They have the 18-point lead right now, but foul trouble is not what we want on our side.
Well, and maybe you could argue, as the first free throw can't find the net for Anna Byers, but maybe you could argue that with an 18-point lead, you can afford to be a little bit more aggressive.
I would agree with that.
And that's what you're seeing right now. Leah Champley fouling out of the game would not spell good for the Tornadoes, but you have some cushion halfway through the third quarter. Second free throw on the way after missing the first. Byers takes a deep breath, bends her knees, the right hand up and in. First point of the game comes halfway through, or the second half. First point of the second half comes halfway through this third quarter. 11 points for Anna Byers. McCullough, right wing. Off a Tar screen, picks up her dribble, back outside to Tar. Thought about a 3. Now she lines it up the right wing. Swishes it home. That's a 20-point lead. Addison Tar with her second triple. 46-26, 3:25 to go in the third.
Addison Tar with 16 points.
Shot up for Byers over Kitzman, won't go. Tar on the defense on the second try. Byers' shot does not fall. They tag Tar with a foul. as she tomahawks over the top of Byers. It's the third foul against Tar and the team's third. So the deep breath. Right hand for Byers, off the front iron.
Pana's turnovers have been really hurting them here in the second half, just like the first half, really. But Taylorville, you see them playing some aggressive ball, but some foul trouble. So it's a little bit of give and take for Taylorville, but you got a 20-point lead.
Byers hit her first, or missed her first, and then hit her second, her first trip, and misses them both their second trip. Fleming, underneath the net. Someone holds Fleming. And the whistle on Erin Aldi, her first. Pana's third. 3:13 to go in the third quarter. Heinznes at midcourt. Receiving a high screen along the right side to Tar. Pick and roll. Tar dribbles right lane. Whistle and the foul on the charge. It's a turnover. And that's the fourth foul for Addison Tar. Double whammy. Setting her feet. Aldi did a good job.
That one is certainly going to hurt Taylorville.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one.
But we have the depth. We have people that could step up.
Left corner, Byers. Low post, now back to the perimeter. Coleman dribbles the left lane. Skips off to Ashcraft. Right side from about 10, rattles it in. 4 points for Ashcraft. Underneath the net, Heinznes spins right and triggers from 6, and it's too long. 2.5 to go in the third quarter, 46-28. It's top of the perimeter, Coleman. To the right corner, skipping the low, Ashcraft. Shot up, back iron. Ashcraft grabs her own miss. Woodward ripping it away, forcing the jump ball, and it turns the possession arrow to Taylorville with 2:13 to go in the third. 46-28. Taylorville on top of Pana in the Route 29 rivalry. .208 to go in the third quarter. Heinznes at midcourt. Floats off right to Kitzman, into the corner to Woodward. Low post to Fleming. Double team. She passes out to McCullough along the left baseline. Poked out of bounds. Originally by Aldi. They say it touched McCullough last. And it's Pana basketball with 1:53 to go in the third quarter. Pana bringing up the full length of the floor. Aldi right corner, skips low post, Byers, triggering from 6 over the top of 2 defenders. It's off the back rim. Ashcraft collects the miss and puts it back.
Taylorville hasn't been able to put together some rebounds on these past 2 plays. Going to have to secure those if we're going to maintain this 16-point lead we have.
46-30, 85 seconds to go, third quarter. McCullough collects the left quarter pass, dishes off to Kitzman. Kitzman dribbling between her legs, floats high post to Fleming. Fleming pump fakes down low, finds Woodward right elbow, dribbles the right baseline, and she's tripped up on the shot, heading to the line for 2. Woodward. Lulu's having a pretty good game as well. Just a pair of points, but she's provided the defensive intensity when needed. Some good rebounding, too. First foul of the game against Carson Manuel. She obviously has fouls to give. Both teams with 4 now, and Woodward hits the front iron.
But Taylorville has Addison Tar on the bench right now with 4 fouls.
Back iron on the second. Rebound on the perimeter. Here comes Pana. 65 seconds to go in the third. Byers, right wing into the corner. Aldi triggers from the baseline from 12. Ashcraft collects the miss. Puts it up. Can't put it back, but she's grabbed from behind on the shot. Ashcraft heading to the line for 2. A minute to go in the third quarter. And a timeout, Taylorville. It's a full timeout. You'll take it with them. 46-30, 2 free throws on the way for the Pana Panthers on the hand of Arinaldi. When you come back here on Dolph Stanley Court right here on New Country 104.1.
Running down the hall, how long do you want?
Just one real quick. Just one spot real quick, I promise. Free throws. She's 2 of 2 at the 3 of 3 at the charity stripe so far, I should say. And she nails her second. A minute to go in the third. Fleming to the right side, going right to left along the sideline. Mid-court area for Heimsness. Heimsness working on Hadowski. Heimsness underhands to Kitzman. Triggers an NBA 3, short. Picked up by Morgan Byers. Floats off to Aldi, to the top of the key to Ashcraft. Pump fakes a pass down low, flips off left to Manuel, to mid-court to Morgan Byers. Gliding right, underhand. Anna Byers triggers the 2 from the right elbow and finds the bottom of the net. She's got 13.
6-point run for Pana.
13 seconds ago, Kitzman driving the length of the court, the left hand up and in along the left lane drive. 48-34, ending that 6-point run. 4 seconds, Pana. 2 seconds, Ashcraft buzzer, short. 48-34. Again, 48-34, your third quarter score. Entering the fourth quarter, the Taylorville Tornadoes on top of the Pana Panthers in the Route 29 rivalry right here on New Country 104.1. Score the start of the fourth quarter. I'm Avery Cooper alongside Drew Mickey. Drew's an update from Mattoon for the Taylorville boys basketball team.
They are trailing Mattoon 57-58 with 24 seconds left.
Score Mattoon Greenway 58-57 with 24 seconds left in Mattoon. Taylorville on top of Pana right now, 48-34 in the Route 29 rivalry. Ashcraft dribbling left lane, shot up, won't go. Woodward pivots on the rebound, and she's held. Some would say she traveled, but she was pushed before that.
Absolutely. Pana tried to get the trap on that one. Tried to get her to travel, but she was pushed before that.
By the way, 16 seconds left in Mattoon. It's 59-57. Heimsness receives the inbound from Kitzman, clears it out. Heimsness against Morgan Byers at midcourt. Flips off right wing to Woodward. Dribbling baseline. Driving the lane up, too high off the window. Fight for the rebound. Jump ball. Morgan Byers forces it and collects the possession arrow. And I beg your pardon, Taylorville keeps the possession arrow. 7:24 to go in the fourth quarter. 16 seconds left to go in Mattoon. Green Wave on top, 61-57. By the way, off the left wing, McCulloch collects the inbound pass from Heimsness. Pass off right wing to Woodward. Finds Heimsness. To Fleming, low post against Ashcraft. She twists left. Her shot from 6, darted off the right iron. Aldi collects the rebound. Coast to coast, her shot up, won't go, but she's bumped on the way up. Heads to the line for 2. 48-34, 7:07 to go in this fourth quarter. I'm Avery Goober alongside Drew Mickey.
And that is Heimsness' third foul.
16 fouls. Next one puts Pana in the single bonus. Mattoon, I'll get to that in a moment, as the first free throw falls for Aldi, and she has 9 digits on the scoreboard. One dribble, quick shot, finds the net. So 48-36 the score off the 2 successful free throws for Aldi. She is in double-digit scoring. Woodward, mid-court, flips off to Heimsness. Receives a Fleming screen. Three-pointer, Heimsness with the triple, her first of the game. There you go, that breaks a little bit of momentum for Pana.
Up by 15.
51-36. And an update from Mattoon. The Taylorville boys basketball team loses to Mattoon by a final score of 63-57 as Pana turns the ball over. Your score here in Taylorville, 51-36. The Taylorville boys fall to Mattoon by a score of 63-57, I beg your pardon. 63-57, Taylorville boys fall in Mattoon. Still looking for their first win of the season. 6:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Taylorville girls looking for their 9th win, and here comes Heimsness driving the right lane, and she's bumped on the shot. Heimsness heads to the line for 2. Heimsness with a good game so far, 6 points. And she's finding her shot in the fourth quarter, 51-36. The Tornadoes on top of the Pana Panthers in the Route 29 rivalry.
All those 6 points coming in the second half for Heimsness.
Finds the first free throw. .608 to go in the fourth. And Heimsness extends the Taylorville lead to 53-36, a 17-point advantage. 6 to go in the fourth. Aldi, right wing, dribbles the baseline, skips to Ashcraft. Behind her, Woodward scoops it up. Crossing the timeline, Woodward off to the right corner to Champley, back to Kitzman. Dribbles once, lines up the 3, and it's short. Felt a little bit rushed for Aubrey Kitzman standards. 5:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Definitely a contested 3. As the layup does not fall for Pana, Champley collects the board. 5:24 to go in the fourth. 53-36, Taylorville on top of the Pana Panthers. Kitzman lines up a wide open 3, and that one was a in rhythm shot, and it's off the left iron. That's one that you don't mind that she misses.
Yeah, I thought that one was for certain to go in as soon as it got out of her hands.
Shot around Champley for Ada Coleman. She can't believe she missed it. Champley collects the rebound and finds Heimsness, who brings it up the floor. Heimsness operating as the point guard in the fourth quarter so far. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Heimsness to McCullough, right corner. Pump fakes. Glides left to Woodward, left wing. To the baseline, low post to Champley. Spins off left over Ashcraft, won't go. Woodward grabs the miss, tries to put it back, also won't go. Now the fight for the rebound between Champley and Anna Byers, and a jump ball Possession arrow heads to Pana. Tar and Fleming check back into the game for Kitzman and Woodward. 4:34 to go in the fourth quarter. 53-36. Taylorville girls basketball on top of the Pana Panthers. They're at Dolph Stanley Court in the Route 29 rivalry. Dribbling right lane, shot up, underneath the rim. 4:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Taylorville Tornado girls basketball, and looking for their 9th win overall, and this one in non-conference action. McCullough, right wing, receives a Champley screen, dribbles into the corner, picks up her dribble, finds Tar. Tar floats off right elbow to Fleming, behind the back of Heimsness.
Bit of a miscommunicated pass. Fleming tried to get that one to Heimsness.
Turnover for Taylorville. Inbound left to right. Here comes Pana halfway through the fourth quarter. 53-36. Panthers looking for some momentum past the halfway point in the final quarter of play. Pass off the shin of Aldi. Here comes Taylorville. Tar all alone. The right hand up off the window. Good defense for Aldi. Able to get back in transition. Out of bounds on the fight for the rebound. Champley steps out. And it's Pana basketball. Bringing Jenna Hadowski back into the game for Aldi. 3:32 to go in the fourth. 53-36, fourth quarter. Byers dribbles to the left elbow, triggers from 12. Short. Champley falls to the ground to collect the rebound. And a foul against Pana. Ooh. The Panther faithful can't believe it. 53-36, 3:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Yeah, Champley diving for the rebound. Hits the turf. Either way, it is Taylorville ball, and that sends them into the single bonus. Kitzman and Woodward check back into the game, and it sends McCullough and Heimsness to the bench. 3:18 to go in the fourth quarter. 3 dribbles for Champley. The first end of the 1-and-1 finds the bottom of the net. So one more on the way for Champley. Felt like we haven't had a score in a while here, Drew.
Yeah, it's been kind of a stalemate between both teams. Not much action going on the past 2 or 3 minutes.
Rattles in and out for Champley. Vaughn crosses half court. Dishes off to Hadowski. Vaughn underhands to Ashcraft, dribbling right lane between 3 defenders, including Fleming and Woodward and Tar, and underhands it up over all 3 of them. And Ashcraft has 9 points. 2:49 to go, 54-38, and almost a turnover, and it is a turnover for the Taylorville Tornadoes. Pana takes the possession arrow with 2:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Inbounding to the left of the scoring table, going left to right. Crossing the timeline, it's Anna Byers. At the free throw line now, Byers picks up her dribble over the top of Woodward. Can't find the net. Good defense for Woodward as she collects the miss. And crosses the timeline off the pass from Tar. Woodward skips off to Tar right side. Jump pass left side to Champley, who puts it up off the window and in.
Pana is struggling to find their shot while Taylorville just keeps finding some momentum on the offensive end.
2:10 to go in the fourth quarter, and well, what happened there?
I think they're calling a foul.
Calling a foul on Pana. Champley with 5 points. She has been able to find a little bit of rhythm off the bench, making 1 of 3 of her shots.
The foul was on Jenna Hadowski. That's her 4th foul for Pana.
Interesting. All right, so Kitzman along the right elbow, dribbles the lane, underhands up, and too weak. Looked like she had some contact. Champley can't find the bucket. She's looking for the foul, does not receive it. Here comes Pana, 56-38. Taylorville on top, 18 with 1:47 to go in this fourth quarter. Three-pointer up, does not come down. And Pana grabs the miss. Byers working through traffic, puts it back. 15 points for Anna Byers. 90 to go in the fourth. Tar, left wing three off the pass from Kitzman. Nothing but net for Addie.
She's had a huge game.
Talk about it. 19 points, including 3 triples.
And 19 points is the lead for Taylorville.
70 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Taylorville is just immensely better with Addison Tar and Maisie Fleming both on the floor. Top of the key. Vaughn dribbles, shot over the top of Tar. Off the rim and out. Woodward forcing the jump ball. Taylorville takes the possession arrow. 58 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 59-40. And here come the reinforcements for the Tornadoes as Megan Chakowski, the 5'6" junior, checks into the game alongside Lois. In the first look at the 5'5" junior Jesse Wright. Turnover for Pana. They collect the shot, 59-42. McCullough also out there on the floor along with Champley. Another turnover, 59-42, and that one is turned back over to Taylorville. 42 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 59-42, Taylorville trailers on top. And they continue to turn it over. Loose ball on the floor. And Wright scoops it up, 30 seconds to go, and puts the bucket up and in.
Had a bit of a turnover fest going on there for a little while. Taylorville puts up a point on the board.
19 seconds to go in the fourth. So Taylorville's going to walk away with their 9th win of the year as Ashcraft right hands it up and in over the top of Jesse Wright. She has double-digit scoring with 11. Make it 12. 2 seconds at the buzzer. Chakowski doesn't get a shot off. That's the end of the game. 61-44. The Taylorville Tornadoes defeat the Pana Panthers in the girls basketball Route 29 rivalry. Back with the post-game show and thoughts. And maybe even from Coach Aiden Eldred or maybe a Brandon Bible Country Financial Player of the Game. We'll talk all about it. Hey, there's the trophy. Bring that thing into Taylorville and let it rest in the trophy room for a little while. 61-44, the Taylorville Tornadoes win the Route 29 rivalry. Back in just a moment with the postgame show here on New Country 104.1.
Presented the Lady Tornadoes with the trophy following that 61-44 victory.
It's 61-44, your final score. The Taylorville Tornado lady basketball team defeats the Pana Panthers in the Route 29 rivalry. I'm Avery Cooper alongside Drew Mickey. Drew, you have some stats for us, but first we have head coach Hayden Eldred. What'd you think of the game overall with the 61-44 win?
Well, I mean, Taylorville got off to a 15-0 run in the second half, and there was no looking back after that. Pana just had too many turnovers, and Taylorville took great advantage of that.
The senior bringing home the trophy as we hand off the headset to head coach Hayden Eldred. We'll get to Olivia McCullough here in just a moment. She's looking for a place to put this very large trophy. That is a monster of a trophy for a rivalry trophy. I know, right? 5-1 and all 5-1 of you. Anyway, Coach, first off, I want to congratulate you on a great win in Mattoon. 61-59 the final score in that one in overtime. Seemed like free throws really separated you there.
Yeah, Kylie came through with her free throws. She felt bad from last year, missing a couple down the stretch, so she made up for it, 7 for 8. And the other girls shot well too. It was a good win for us.
Well, tonight another really good win, and especially a really good third quarter, jumping out and they didn't score for the first like 3 quarters of that opening quarter of the second half.
We just talked about that. We finally came out good in the second half. We've struggled coming out a little flat after that second half, and we finally got some rhythm going there, so that was positive.
Yeah, well, you have a big weekend on the road in Indiana at Hoosier Gym against Rochester, team you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, it's going to be a good experience. We're going to go and we're going to have some fun and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm going to hand it over to Liv. She did well tonight.
I'm waiting. Right. I'm waiting. Thank you so much, Coach. Olivia, you have the smile just radiating off your face right now. What does it mean for you to be able to hold that Route 29 trophy as a senior on this squad?
I mean, it feels great. Ever since I've played basketball, we haven't beaten them yet, so it's really surreal and it feels great.
Yeah, I could tell that one win meant a lot of extra to you. What do you think of the overall effort so far as you are coming into the tournament season? And 9 wins, got to be pretty happy with it.
Yeah, it feels great. Love having a winning record. Our team is just playing so good together right now. Like, when we're on sync with each other, it's just unstoppable.
What do you think went well today in that third quarter?
Scoring, offense, defense, all of it. We were just there.
Yeah, defensively, you guys seemed like you guys were there from the get-go and provided a lot of pressure throughout. There was a little bit of a stalemate there in the fourth quarter, but by then, I mean, you guys were up double digits. So overall, what are you looking forward to playing in Hoosier Gym?
The experience. My dad really likes the movie, so excited to go there with him.
Have you seen the movie?
I have not.
Well, that's okay, because I only watched it last year when Leroy forced me to watch it, because he's like, we're going to go there and we're going to call a game.
I probably should watch it, but I haven't.
Well, it's okay. It's a, you know what? It might not even be a bad Christmas movie. Let me put it that way. Anyway, Olivia, anything else? Anybody else you want to shout out before you go here?
Our whole starting 5, our whole bench. We're just a great team, and I'm proud to be part of it.
All right. Thank you so much, Olivia.
Yep. Thank you.
So that is Olivia McCullough, I beg your pardon. 2 Olivias on the squad. You know how it is. So it is 61-44, the final score. Once again, I'm alongside Drew Mickey. Break it down for me here tonight, Drew. What happened?
Well, I think in the first half, Taylorville kind of had to get adjusted and set that tempo. But then in the second half, I think you look at the turnovers that Pana committed, is what really helped Taylorville get the offensive connections and the offensive edge. Taylorville got out to an early 15-0 lead in that second half, and there was no looking back after that. Free throws, field goals, it was all there for the Tornadoes. And like Olivia McCullough said, they were just in sync on the offensive end and the defensive end. Just a truly impressive effort in the 61-44 win for the Tornadoes.
20-9 in the third quarter, and that separated the Tornadoes from the rest of the pack. I want to thank the senior citizens of Christian County, the exclusive sponsor of the Taylorville Tornado Free Throw. Enjoy trips, lunches, fellowship, and stay active in your senior years with the senior citizens of Christian County. Also, Taylorville Scooters Coffee, located at 29 and 104 in Taylorville. Amazing drinks, amazing people, amazingly fast. They're donating a little bit of money for every Taylorville Tornado three-pointer hit tonight. Includes 3 from Addison Tarr, 1 from Kylie Heimsness, and 2 from Aubrey Kitzman. a total of 5 Taylorville Tornado 3-pointers this evening. Also, thank you to Brandon Bible, Country Financial, your Country Financial country representative. Brandon Bible, Country Financial player of the game.
Addison Tarr with 19 points on the day.
Oh, she had a great night, including, as aforementioned, 3 triples on the evening. Anything else you'd like to say before you go here, Drew?
It was just a pleasure being here with you tonight, Avery. A great showing by the Tornadoes with a 61-44 win over the Pana Panthers and taking back the trophy. Good to have it home.
Want to thank Tommy TV for all their efforts. Thank you guys so much for providing the video stream. Yes, you guys did a great job. Hello. Good job. Good job, Neil, and all the crew of Tommy TV. For Drew Mickey, I'm Avery Cooper, thanking you. And also a big shout out to Randall J. Miller back at the studios of the radio station for putting this game over the air. I really appreciate you staying behind tonight, Randy. Again, 61-44 the final score for Drew Mickey. I'm Avery Cooper. Glad to have you here on this Thursday. You've been listening to Taylorville Girls Basketball here on New Country 104.1.
You're watching Tommy TV.